Welcome back. Today, we explore the value of these top 8 most valuable steel penny and copper wheat pennies that could be worth millions of dollars. First up, the 1909 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in very fine condition. Could this classic penny be worth a small fortune? Stick around to find out. The 1909 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny is a cornerstone in American coin collecting. It was the very first Lincoln penny introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This design replaced the Indian head cent and marked a significant shift in U.S. coinage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin's obverse features Lincoln's iconic portrait, while the reverse displays 2 wheat stalks, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. The 1909 penny is a collector's favorite, and the version without a mint mark, produced in Philadelphia, holds a unique place in history. Coins in very fine condition show noticeable wear but retain sharp and clear details. On the 1909 Lincoln wheat penny, this means Lincoln's portrait remains well defined with slight flattening on the highest points, such as his cheek and jaw. The reverse wheat stalks should still display most of their fine lines with only minor wear visible. In this grade, the coin is highly collectible because it balances affordability with an appealing level of detail, making it ideal for both beginner and advanced collectors. Now let's talk about the value. In today's market, a 1909 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in very fine condition is worth approximately $40 to $50 at auction. However, prices can climb higher depending on the specific coin's condition, appeal, and demand among collectors. This coin's value is primarily driven by its historical significance as the first Lincoln penny and its limited mintage compared to later years. If you have one of these coins in very fine condition, it's definitely worth holding onto or selling in the right. What factors influence the value of the 1909 Lincoln wheat penny? First, condition is crucial. Coins in very fine or better conditions command higher prices. Second, the presence or absence of mint marks matters. While the no mint mark version is valuable, other varieties, like the 1909 S or 1909 VDB pennies, can be worth significantly more. Finally, the coin's rarity and demand among collectors also play a key role. With over 72 million minted in Philadelphia, the 1909 penny without a mint mark is not extremely rare but still holds significant historical. If you're lucky enough to own a 1909 Lincoln wheat penny, be sure to handle it carefully and consider having it graded by a professional service. Coins in certified, very fine condition often sell for higher prices in auctions. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1909 Lincoln wheat penny is a must-have piece. Its historical significance and timeless design make it a standout coin in any collection. So, to recap, the 1909 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in very fine condition is worth around $700 to $900 in today's auction market. It's a piece of American history that's still making waves among collectors over a century later. Next up, we're diving into the world of the 1957 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny, specifically the D mint mark version in full damage condition. How much could a heavily damaged penny be worth in today's market? You might be surprised. Stay tuned to find out. The 1957 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny was one of the last coins in the series before the design was replaced by the memorial cent in 1959. These pennies feature the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and a pair of wheat stalks on the reverse. Although the 1957 penny had a fairly high mintage, around 1.1 billion coins produced at the Denver Mint, there's still a market for it, especially if it comes in a unique or damaged condition. But what happens when a coin is in full damage condition? Let's talk about that. Coins in full damage condition are typically coins that have been exposed to extreme wear and tear. This can include scratches, dents, discoloration, and heavy corrosion. Essentially, the coin's features are still visible, but the damage is significant enough that the coin's appearance is far from pristine. On a 1957 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark, full damage means that the details of Lincoln's portrait and the reverse wheat stalks are still discernible but significantly degraded. In most cases, this kind of damage lowers the coin's overall value. Now let's get to the real question. How much could this damaged penny be worth today? Surprisingly, even in full damage condition, a 1957 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark can still fetch a small price at auction. Coins in full damage condition are generally worth less than those in better condition. For a 1957 penny with DLA mint mark, you're looking at a value of around $245 to $370, depending on the extent of the damage and the buyer's interest. However, rarer or more desirable damaged coins can occasionally bring in more, especially if the damage is seen as part of the coin's story. So, what factors affect the value of a damaged penny? First, there's the rarity of the coin. Even a heavily damaged coin might have additional value if it's rare, such as with special errors or minting issues. For a standard 1957 D penny, rarity isn't a factor, but its historical significance and the extent of damage could slightly influence. Another factor to consider is the collectability of the coin in its damaged state. Some collectors specifically seek out coins with unique damage, as they can add interest to a collection. So, while this penny might not be worth much on its own, there could still be collectors who find value in it. If you happen to own a damaged 1957 Lincoln wheat penny, you may wonder how to sell it. Here are a few tips. First, it's always a good idea to have the coin authenticated by a professional grading service, even if it's damaged. Sometimes professional grading can help establish a higher price due to the coin's history. Second, consider selling your coin at an auction or through a reputable dealer who specializes in rare or unique coins. They may have buyers interested in damaged coins that still tell a story or fit into a specific collection. To wrap things up, while a 1957 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with D mint mark in full damage condition may not fetch a fortune, it still has a market value anywhere from a $600 depending on the extent of the damage and its appeal to collectors. If you're a collector or seller, don't overlook these unique coins. They might surprise you. Next up, the 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark, but with a black color shade and in dirty condition. What kind of value does this penny hold in today's market? Stick around to find out how even a damaged penny can support. Let's start with a quick overview. The 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny is part of the famous series that ran from 1909 to 1958, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and a pair of wheat stalks on the reverse. These pennies are a staple of American coin. However, unlike other years, the 1946 penny doesn't have any major errors or variations that make it especially rare. So, how does dirt and a black color shade impact its? Now, let's talk about that black color shade. If you've ever come across a coin with this kind of discoloration, you might be wondering what causes this in most cases. Blackened coins are the result of oxidation or chemical reactions, especially if the coin was exposed to moisture, dirt, or other substances. This black color can make a coin look significantly older or more damaged than it really is. While the black shade can sometimes be removed with cleaning, it's important to note that cleaning a coin can reduce its value, especially if done incorrectly. Now, when we talk about dirty condition, we mean coins that have dirt, oil, or other substances stuck to the surface. While some collectors might look for a natural patina or tuning, dirt and grime usually lower a coin's overall grade. In the case of this 1946 Lincoln penny, the dirt and the blackened appearance mean it's far from a mint condition coin. But how much does this damage affect its price? Let's take a look at its value in the market. Despite the black color and dirty condition, the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is still a coin that can have some market value. In dirty condition with a blackened shade, you're typically looking at a value range between 28.60 cents and $4.50 in today's market, depending on the extent of the damage and how much interest buyers have. Coins like these may sell for slightly higher prices if there's something interesting about the damage, such as an unusual shade, or if the coin has been authenticated by a grading service. But what about collectability? The fact is, even though a coin like this 1946 Lincoln penny may not fetch a huge sum, there's still a market for it. Collectors who specialize in pennies or who focus on coins with a unique patina may find value in this coin's character. Some collectors are drawn to coins with unusual color shades as they can add variety to a collection. Also, remember that rare coins with significant historical context or errors might attract more attention, even if they're in poor condition. The 1946 Lincoln penny is a common year, but its unique blackened look could be a draw for the... If you own a dirty 1946 penny with a black color shade and are thinking of selling it, here's some advice. First, consider having the coin authenticated by a professional grading service. Even in a dirty state, professional grading can help you understand its true value and potential for rent. Next, you can either sell your penny privately through coin dealers or even auction it online. Sites like eBay can help you connect with collectors who might appreciate the uniqueness of your... So there you have it, the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in blackened, dirty condition may not be the most valuable penny, but it still holds some interest for collectors. Whether it's the uniqueness of the black shade or its historical significance, it can still find a place in a collection or at an auction. Next up, the 1943 Lincoln steel penny, specifically the large date with an S mint mark in fine condition. How much is this penny worth in today's market? Let's find out. First, let's dive into the history behind this coin. The 1943 Lincoln steel penny is a one-year-only issue that was made due to wartime metal shortages. With copper being reserved for ammunition and other military needs, the U.S. Mint switched to using steel with a zinc coating to produce pennies. However, not all 1943 pennies are created equal. There are several varieties, including the large date and small date versions. Today, we're focusing on the large date with an S mint. Now, what exactly is fine condition in terms of coin grading? Fine F is a grade where the coin shows noticeable wear but still retains most of its design details. For the 1943 Lincoln steel penny, this means that the features on the obverse, like Lincoln's portrait, are still clearly visible, but you may notice some smoothness on the high points, such as the hair, and while the coin won't be in pristine shape, it still holds value due to its historical significance and rarity, especially if it's from the S mint. So, how much is this 1943 Lincoln steel penny worth today? The value of a large date with an S mint mark in fine condition can vary depending on market demand. But on average, you can expect this penny to fetch around $110 to $130 at auction. If the coin is in excellent condition, you could see prices soar higher, but for a fine example, this range is typical in today's market now. Several factors affect the value of a 1943 steel penny. While fine condition plays a role, other aspects like the S mint mark make it more desirable to collectors. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer of these steel pennies compared to the Philadelphia and Denver mints, making the S mint mark a sought-after feature for collectors. Other factors include the overall cleanliness of the coin, whether it's been properly stored to prevent rust, and the authenticity of the piece. If you're looking to sell your 1943 Lincoln steel penny with an S mint mark, here are a few tips. First, make sure the coin is authenticated. An NGC or PCGS certification will add value and reassure buyers about the coin's authenticity. But what makes the 1943 Lincoln steel penny so special aside from its historical significance during WOE? Collectors are drawn to its unique appearance. It's the only year the US Mint produced pennies using steel, and that silver-like shine makes it stand out in any collection. The large date and S mint mark combination adds even more appeal as it's less common than the other versions of the penny. As a result, it remains a top choice for coin collectors around the world. To wrap up the 1943 Lincoln steel penny with the large date and S mint mark in fine condition is an affordable yet valuable piece of history. While it may not fetch the astronomical prices seen with other rare coins, its historical context and scarcity make it a fantastic addition to any collection. Next up, the 1956 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny, a classic coin that's still catching the eye of collectors. Specifically, we'll be looking at the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in good condition and exploring its value in today's market. Let's dive right in. First, a quick history lesson. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny was part of a long-running series of coins minted by the United States Mint that featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse. It was the final year of the wheat reverse design, as it was replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial design. In 1956, there was no mint mark on the penny, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where the majority of pennies were produced. But how does the coin's condition affect its value? Now, let's talk about what we mean by good condition. For coin grading, good G is the lowest grade that still retains some key details. On a 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny, this means that the coin's obverse and reverse are heavily worn, but the major design elements, like Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks, are still somewhat visible, albeit in a faded form. In good condition, the coin shows significant signs of wear, but it is still recognized and collectible, especially for a classic coin like this one. So, how much is a 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in good condition worth? Well, these pennies are relatively common, and for a good condition example, you can expect it to fetch around $550 to $690 at auction or in dealers' shops. While it's not one of the rarest coins out there, the 1956 penny still has value for collectors, particularly for those interested in completing their collections with specific years and designs. Several factors impact the value of this coin beyond just the condition. For instance, coins that are well preserved, have no rust or corrosion, and are free of cleaning are worth more, even in good condition. Additionally, the coin's history and rarity can make a difference. The 1956 penny is considered a more common year for Lincoln Wheat pennies, which is why it doesn't carry a high premium unless it's in exceptionally rare condition or paired with certain unique features like errors or mint marks. If you have a 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny and are considering selling it, there are a few places you can go. One of the easiest ways to sell is through online auction platforms like eBay, where you can find buyers looking for coins in all conditions. You can also approach local coin shops or attend a coin show, where collectors and dealers may be interested in purchasing your penny. Just remember, the price you get will be influenced by the coin's condition, how you market it, and the current demand in the coin market. So why do collectors still care about the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny even in good condition? It holds sentimental value as part of the long-running Lincoln Wheat penny series. The series itself is iconic and marks an important part of American coinage history. For many collectors, it's about completing their collection, and the 1956 penny is an essential piece. It's also a great entry-level coin for new collectors who are just getting started in the world of numismatics. To sum it up, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny, without a mint mark, in good condition isn't the most valuable penny in terms of price, but it still holds importance for collectors and serves as a cornerstone in any Lincoln Wheat penny collection. Whether you're just getting started or looking to fill a gap, this coin remains a solid addition. Next up, the 1941 Abraham Lincoln Wheat penny with a large date and an S mint mark. But this one's a bit unique. It has a black color shade and is in damaged condition. You might be surprised at what it's worth in today's market. Let's get started. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny is a beloved part of American coin history. It was struck during an important era leading up to World War II, and millions of these coins were minted at various locations, including San Francisco, represented by the S mint mark. These pennies feature Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, a design that ran from 1909 to 1958. The S mint mark means it was struck at the San Francisco Mint, which produced about 92 million of these coins in 1941. While not the rarest, certain unique conditions, like the black color shade we'll discuss, make this coin highly intriguing. Now, let's talk about the black color shade. Coins often develop unique hues or tones due to exposure to environmental conditions. The black shade on this penny could result from oxidation, chemical exposure, or even years of handling. While this coloring doesn't typically increase value, it can make the coin stand out as a collector's item, especially if paired with other factors like mint marks or date. For collectors, these imperfections often tell a story about the coin's journey, adding character even when the coin is in damaged condition. When we say a coin is in damaged condition, it means it has significant wear, scratches, or dents, and may have been bent or heavily circulated. For this 1941 S-wheat penny, the damage will reduce its overall value compared to coins in higher grades like very fine or uncirculated. However, even damaged coins can fetch surprising prices depending on factors like rarity, demand, and unique features such as mint marks or errors. So, what's the value of a 1941 Lincoln wheat penny with a large date, an S mint mark, and a black color shade in damaged condition in today's auction market? Such a coin can sell for around $7.84. While the damage limits its price, the combination of the S mint mark, the large date, and the unique black coloring makes it worth more than face value. If you're lucky enough to have one with additional features like doubling or a rare die error, it could go for even more if you're looking to sell a coin like this. Online platforms like eBay or specialized auction sites are great options. Just be sure to include clear photos and descriptions of the coin's condition, mint mark, and any unique features like the black color shade. For collectors, damaged coins like this can be a more affordable way to complete a collection without breaking the bank. Keep an eye out for interesting features like unusual toning or rare mint marks, even on lower-grade coins. Despite its condition, the 1941 S. Lincoln wheat penny remains a collectible piece of American history. Its connection to the San Francisco Mint, its unique color, and its enduring design make it a fascinating coin for numismatists and history buffs alike. To sum it up, the 1941 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark, a large date, and a black color shade in damaged condition is a unique and affordable piece for collectors. While its value may not be sky-high, its story and features make it worth holding on to. Next up, the 1955 large date wheat penny with D mint mark in fine condition, featuring a stunning red color shade. You might be wondering, how much is this coin worth in today's market? Stick around, and let's uncover its story. The 1955 Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, minted during the final years of the wheat penny series. The D mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, which struck over 563 million wheat pennies that year. While 1955 wheat pennies are common in general, specific features like their condition and color shade can make them highly sought after by collectors. So, what's special about the red color shade? This distinct reddish hue occurs when a coin retains much of its original luster and has been well preserved over the years, even if it's circulated. For collectors, coins with a red color designation are considered more desirable than those with brown or mixed tones. In fine condition, this red color doesn't make it pristine, but it does significantly enhance the coin's appeal and value compared to coins with more muted tones. In coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin in fine condition has moderate wear, with some details still visible, especially in key areas like Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks on the reverse. While not as valuable as a mint state coin, a fine-grade 1955 wheat penny with a red color shade still holds considerable worth due to its rarity in this specific state. Collectors often seek coins in good condition with unique traits like this one, making it a strong candidate for auction sales. So how much is a 1955 large date wheat penny with D mint mark, red color shade, and in fine condition worth in today's market? Prices can vary depending on demand, but in today's auction market, this coin typically fetches around $150 to $250. If you come across a similar coin with higher grades or additional features, like a rare die variety or an error, it could command significantly higher prices. If you're lucky enough to own one of these pennies, be sure to preserve its condition by storing it in a protective coin holder. For sellers, online platforms like eBay or heritage auctions are great options to attract serious collectors. Clear, High-quality photos of the coin's red shade, mint mark, and overall details will help maximize its value. For collectors, this coin is an affordable way to add a historically significant piece to your collection. Keep an eye out for rare shades or error varieties. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny remains a timeless treasure for coin collectors. Its bold design, historical significance, and unique features like the red color shade ensure its place as a favorite among enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin represents a rich piece of America's numismatic history. Next up, we're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins to uncover the story of the 1952 Abraham Lincoln Wheat penny, featuring a large date, D-mint mark, and a unique color shade. Even in damaged condition, this coin holds surprising value in today's market. Curious about how much it's worth? Stay tuned to find out. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny was minted during the mid-20th century, a period when these coins were a common sight in everyday transactions. With its distinctive wheat stalks on the reverse and Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, this penny is a testament to enduring American craftsmanship. Over 746 million wheat pennies were struck at the Denver Mint in 1952, making the D-mint mark version fairly common. However, unique traits like color shading and other characteristics can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's item, even if it's in damaged condition. Now, let's talk about color shade, one of the key factors that can influence a coin's value. Over time, environmental exposure can give pennies unique hues, ranging from reddish tones to dark brown or even iridescent shades. Collectors are often drawn to these distinctive colors because they tell a story about the coin's journey through history. For the 1952 wheat penny in damaged condition, a striking or unusual color shade can make it more appealing to collectors despite its imperfections. Condition is always a crucial factor in coin collecting, and damaged coins typically have reduced value. However, even in damaged condition, this 1952 wheat penny can hold value due to its historical significance, unique traits like the color shade, and the D-mint mark, which adds an extra layer of interest. Collectors might still pay a premium for coins like this because of their rarity and potential for completing sets. So, how much is a 1952 large-date wheat penny with D-mint mark, unique color shade, and in damaged condition worth in today's market? Currently, these coins are typically valued between $850 and $900 at auctions or on online marketplaces. While this might not seem like a fortune, finding a coin with special traits, like an error or an even more vibrant color, could push its value. If you own a 1952 wheat penny with D-mint mark, take the time to examine it closely. Look for any unique features like color shading, errors, or other details that might make it stand out. For sellers, posting clear photos that highlight the color and mint mark can attract serious buyers. Collectors, keep an eye out for coins like these at flea markets, garage sales, or in your pocket change. You never know what you might find. The 1952 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny is more than just a coin, it's a piece of history. Its durability, iconic design, and ability to captivate collectors make it a standout in numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin deserves a spot in your collection. That's it for today's dive into the world of rare coins. If you have a 1952 wheat penny or any other unique coins, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos on valuable coins and collect. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting!